Good morning. Happy Thankful Thursday. I want to talk about samples. I am thankful that Mary Kay Corporate provides us with the opportunity to purchase samples. So I think about two different opportunities. We can, as consultants, purchase them alongside an inventory order. The other method that I'm super thankful for that has proven to be successful is including the 2 free samples in any and every customer delivery service order that you generate. As a consultant, you can generate a customer delivery service order. You can select 2 free samples, and then you can go to the category that says paid samples, and you can select samples and paperwork. What I mean by that you pay for, a lookbook, the current catalog. Make sure you know the difference when you're selecting between English and Spanish, depending on what you need. And there's a team building flyer that you can select, which totally makes sense to do when you're doing customer delivery service orders. So I've talked about this before, repeating a training that I heard from a director. It was a recorded training. I think she was at leadership. Maybe she was at seminar. This director was smart enough. She talked about maxing out the free samples. Here's what she meant by that. Instead of sending a face primer or a CC cream for the free samplers, wouldn't it make sense to send out a skincare strip? A repair skincare sampler strip, or the Miracle Set in one of the formulas skincare strip. And what I've been doing is both. Let me rephrase that. If I think about, is the customer already on repair? She's going to love having 2 of those repair samples for travel, or one to share with her sister, girlfriend, neighbor. If she's not on skincare yet, again, if I know her, depending on her age, I'm going to select, but I'm going to do two of the skincare sampler strips. And then when I go to paid, I personally love the CC cream, and many of my customers are on the CC cream, and they love having the little CC foil packets again for travel. Or if I know they're not on it, I have found that that's a very easy match for me to think about, do I think Julie's very light or light to medium? I'm going to send her the light to medium. And when I say this has been proven to be effective, I have had customers who weren't on repair products before try the repair samples and start on the products, which is the whole point of sampling, right? You go to the grocery store and you get to sample the food, and you're like, ooh, that was tasty. I'm going to buy that particular item. So, and then I've had people not on the CC cream try it, and in their next order say, I really love that sample. That's what I want. I want to try the CC cream along with my regular 2 orders of eye patches that she always orders. So do not miss out on always including samples with your customer delivery service orders. Now, you might say, I rarely do that. I only fill orders from your inventory. Okay. So just like you have inventory on your shelf, do you have an array of samplers on your shelf that you're purposely, intentionally including and following up on on your sales ticket, I love paper sales tickets. They still sell those. So you can note what samplers you included for what customer, whether you fulfilled it through customer delivery service, whether you fulfilled it from your inventory. If they shopped online through your My Shop, my understanding is that they're not getting samplers from you. So if they're registered and you have their information, that's a great opportunity for you to follow up and mail her samplers, or if she's local, you can drop them off with a thank you card. When I'm out and about and I see people with skin, not just anybody. I mean, I'm not just randomly walking up to anybody. But we called it warm chattering. This is an example of a little warm chattering sample bag. I get these little Ziplocs off of Amazon. I include an emery board. It's all about the sample. Even if you just have one sample, here's the new hydrating cream mask. And universally Fancy Nancy. On your order form, it's now called Fancy Coral. So I think that's super easy. There's an emery board that I buy from Walmart or Walgreens, and a couple of peppermints. Everybody loves peppermints. And then this is just such a wonderful, easy, if you have a catalog with you, of course you're going to want to include a catalog. If you don't have a catalog, you're at least presenting yourself as a woman doing business, marketing herself and her products. Of course, a business card in here also, but notice I've put a product reorder label on this little Ziploc bag because the intention is they're going to keep this. Here's a little beauty bag for your purse or your car. They're going to keep this, is the intention. So hope those tips bless you today. Please comment in the comments below what works for you and how you have success with samplers or warm chattering with your deliveries, samplers on the go with your deliveries in the mail. I would love to hear those tips. Have a great day.